The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set. 61. Matchbox light.
He's coming.
Hey, lock it.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, exit.
Exit.
Ready?
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mike 50, yo. Let him know. Let him know.
Throwing on second and 14. Smith. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 42 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Hey, Charlie.
Now on second and 13. Smith looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Third and long, it's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their own 46.
Motion. Hey, 57 colors.
Hayward. Jim.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Right. Check. 59. Check.
15.
Rush in. Sponge.
43.
No.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, rip left.
Buzz. Lights 59. Hey, watch your leg.
Attack, attack.
Check. Tight dog.
Right, right.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 56. I'm here all day.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
General, flash. Shoot.
43, 43. Come back.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 3. Check 3.
Right side.
Working from the gun, Mahomes dancing to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 6-0 our score after 1.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey?
And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But they're also...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. The extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
70, Indy. 5.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. We got to get the ball. See, get the ball right here. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Smith. Here I come.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Sam off.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Say, 80 weapons. Go, go.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
56 to Mike. 56 is
Christian, grab it.
Let's see what you got. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Mahomes now on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
59, Mike, 59.
Scene 6. Watch the curve, watch the curves.
Check the yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
Rip right, rip right.
Yellow, yellow. Here we go, finish. Right side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. It's Hill, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
You go tight. Exit. You got tight right there. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check. Lucky.
Hero 15.
Check 3. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now here's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
There you go. That's a touchdown.
Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Yellow.
22-yard line.
You got to go right here. You got to protect.
On first down, Mahomes forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Charlie. Right, check, 59.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Check nickel.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes steps away to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. But for the younger fans watching this, you might think Vikings-Chiefs and not see a lot of history in this game. But this is part of the NFL 100 series because these two teams met way back in Super Bowl IV with the Chiefs winning their first and only Super Bowl title. The Vikings, of course, still yet to win a title, even though they made it 4 times to the final game back in that time period. They were in Super Bowl IV, 8, 9, and 11 that went 0 for 4 in those affairs. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble, too, as he scrambles for a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Right here, right here. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 25, check 25, check 25.
On second and 15 now. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Push him back.
Easy. Color.
Quick. Watch that. Kill. Echo. Deuce. Big dad.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Ready? 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
On second and 11 now. Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Smith throwing on third and long. That'll be complete to Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You must be getting
Ready?
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Paul Richardson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will get him one closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead.
The score, Chiefs 44, Vikings 14. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
they are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The pickup of 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All day.
Hey, Charlie.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
See Griffin.
Now it's Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their 44-yard line.
Mike.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. Go going. Right.
10.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long.
Check safety.
Hey, 57 colors.
Kill. Box track.
Come on, baby. Right.
Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Completes it to Hardman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Yo.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Eric Kendricks able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Sponge, yellow.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down, being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Ricky.
Hey, Alpha.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 1st down, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, Delta.
56, Mike, 56.
I got you.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Matchbox lights. 5.
Check 31.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Man, move smooth. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
5.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the All-Pro tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Easy.
You don't want it. Slam.
43.
Undercut. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check 3.
Now Mahomes steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for Watt. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw... And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the deep.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3, 218, chopper.
Chance.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Ready.
Now Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Go now. 10 logo. General West.
Watch number 33. Watch number 33. Single.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline, talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be taken about the 12.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.